Everyone wants to be a YouTube star these days. Everyone. It's no longer limited to just a bunch of teenage girls who think that because they can string together more than a couple of sentences, that's, that makes them have what it is that you gotta have in order to be a YouTube entity. It's no longer the case. It has become way worse than that. These days, it's your bank manager, it's your garbage man, your orthodontist. I don't know. I've heard of a dog that runs their own YouTube channel. People, it's become ridiculous. When will this stop? Anyway, this channel, unlike pretty much everyone else on planet Earth who has dabbled with YouTube, is not about becoming a YouTube empire. This channel is not about me turning into a star or turning me into a star. This channel is quite the opposite. Where other YouTubers, the big ones, the ones with millions of subscribers and hundreds of millions of views, where they have, fast editing and hit music and cool sound effects and actual entertaining content, this YouTube channel is about well, I guess this YouTube channel is about anyway, we're about quality content. Not intelligent, not coherent, but quality. Nevertheless, we're about hard work. We're about this is not about becoming a star. This is more like a character actor kind of YouTube channel, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, not everyone can be the tuna in the tuna salad, right? I mean, some of us have to be the cucumbers or the lettuce leaves. And yeah, if you want cucumber, you've come to the right place, my friends. This is it. Anyway, welcome to the middle toe. Yet again. And let's get to it. Let's talk about memes. Everyone knows what a meme is, right? Everyone who has ever used the internet. Some people think that memes are a relatively new phenomenon, right? But the truth is that we've always had them, because a meme is basically something that a piece of information that has sipped and embedded itself in the collective human consciousness. For example, I don't know, Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address is a meme. Everyone knows it. Everyone who's American or is heavily influenced by American culture and history will know what it is when someone begins quoting it, the very beginning. But it could be really anything. Dorothy's red shoes, right, in The Wizard of Oz. You click them right in the hills 3 times and say there's no place like home, and then that's a meme. But there are pretty much everything we know and collectively speak of. Everything could be a meme. Marilyn Monroe's "Happy Birthday, Mr. President." That's a meme. Everything is a meme. It doesn't have to be something you saw on TV or heard in history books or read in history books. It could be something your teacher said in class while you were in high school, right? As long as there are enough, the collective consciousness part is not restricted by size. It could also refer to a small group of people. Anyway, let's cut out this bullshit. So anyway, I thought, but for the longest time, I have no idea why I failed to mention this earlier, but for the longest time, I thought the word meme was pronounced mem. For no good reason whatsoever. That's how I pronounce it until very recently. But But then again, I also I tend to do that. So I'm not the brightest, like I said. For example, yeah, the word infamous. Yeah, until like last week, pretty much, I thought you pronounce it infamous, and yeah, and that the meaning of the word is basically more than famous. I have three amigos to thank for this. Thanks, guys. So anyway, my point is that the meme has transformed or transcended itself. It turned into the ultimate art form, if you will, in the past 15 years or so. 15, 20 years, basically since the internet got big. You know, politicians, actors, singers, athletes, anyone who's pretty much ever been on TV. It's not just limited to this group of people, of course, because anyone can basically turn into a meme if the meme is good enough. Like for example, you've all, or maybe not all of you, but some of you might be aware of the suffering Harold meme. The older guy who's like always smiling in the pictures, but it seems like he's enduring unbearable amounts of pain while smiling. Harold, I believe it is. It's called Hide the Pain Harold. Yes, Hide the Pain Harold. Just a normal guy who turned himself into a meme. He's everywhere on the internet these days. Whenever someone's trying to hide their pain because of something horrible that they've been going through, they use this Harold, Hide the Pain Harold meme. And it's hilarious. It works. If the meme is done well, anyone can transform themselves into a meme. And I find that it has become, in our society, in our world, the ultimate way of turning yourself into basically everlasting. You know, if you're part of a meme, you're there for good. You've made it. You did it. You're on the internet for good, man. Everyone's gonna know your name. I know Harold, Hide the Pain Harold's name, even though that's probably not his real name. I know his face though. You could be Harold if you wanted to. Okay, so for everyone who has been living under a rock for the past 8 years? This is Hide the Pain Harold himself, the man, the legend, on Know Your Meme, the ultimate seal of approval that you've made it in the meme world. And that's what he looks like. Lovely gentleman. Another picture for you guys. And okay, I guess we get it at this point. So basically my point is that the meme is the ultimate art form for those of us who want to immortalize ourselves, turn ourselves into something everlasting on the internet, or at least, you know, for the next, let's say 40, 50 years or so, which is the time I suspect that human civilization will completely collapse. Because let's face it, this current state of affairs can't go on for much longer. But let's not talk about it right now, it's not relevant to this installment. I call this process mimification. And it's very, very similar to the ancient Egypt's way of mummification. Ancient Egyptians wanted to basically live forever. They wanted to preserve their bodies so they could keep serving them in the afterlife. Mummification, well, pretty much the same, although not many people consciously do it, but the end result is the same. You're on a meme, on a good meme, you're gonna live forever, baby. Not a bad way to gain immortality. And there's another similarity, by the way. It's not where the similarity between us and ancient Egyptians end. Check out what's the most popular YouTube video, or the type of YouTube videos, okay? Go ahead and search now on YouTube. I'm waiting. What's the result? Right, it's cat videos. Cat videos are everywhere. It's not enough for us just to mimify ourselves in the process of mimification. We also want our cats to be there with us in the afterlife, much like the ancient Egyptians. It is a well-known fact that ancient Egyptians died with their cats buried alongside. Guys, we are pretty much the ancient Egyptians, if you ask me. Yep, we immortalize ourselves through memes and our cats through cat videos. We are the ancient Egyptians. By the way, if you ask me, it's quite obvious that we're on the path to a complete ancient Egyptification of our society, of our moral and our general values. So, if you ask me what's the next big thing's gonna be, the next thing, guys, it's definitely fake beards, right? Fake beards, guys. By the way, unisex fake beards. Guys, girls, they're all gonna be wearing them a couple of years from now. You heard it here first. Anyway, guys, this was it for this video. We have to wrap it up, but I'll be back. I should have to stop to refer myself. I did not become royalty recently, to the best of my knowledge, so I have to wrap this up. And I'm looking forward to seeing you here in the channel next time. Don't forget to like and or subscribe if you've even remotely enjoyed this video and think that you might be interested in the future in watching more of where this came from. Thank you very much for being so patient with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.